Networking and marketing made simple is for you, the business owner who has a product, a service, or a message that you believe in. My name is Scott Aaron, and each week we'll take a behind-the-scenes look into the real-world marketing and networking tactics and strategies for getting what you have in front of you to a lot more people. Thanks for spending time with me, and now let's get started. Super excited for you to hear today's amazing episode. But before I jump into that, I have so many people that reach out to me and ask, how do I start a podcast? What do I need to do? And what you guys listen to, wherever you're listening to this from, if you haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify, in my opinion, it is the easiest way to make a podcast. It's one of those things where I jumped into it because it has everything that I needed in one place. And that's what I loved about it. The tools that allow you to record and then edit your podcast from your phone or your computer, which is so accessible. But also, when you actually host your podcast on Anchor like I do, you can distribute that podcast on all the listening platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, all the different big ones that people are listening to. It's all from here. And it's everything that you need to make a podcast in one place. And the other great thing is, and why I always suggest it to people, it's absolutely free. And this is the easiest thing to do. All you have to do is download the Anchor app on Apple or on your Android, or go to anchor.fm. And that's how you get started. It's that simple. So if you have a message, if you have something really important you want to share, getting your podcast out on the anchor.fm platform will get you there. And not even will get you there, you'll be amazed at what could happen. So enjoy today's episode. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Networking and Marketing Made Simple. Super excited for today's episode. Not only just about what we're going to cover today, but it is official. My brand new LinkedIn book is open to be purchased today. That is right. The LinkedIn book for sales and marketing is available for purchase on Amazon. I will leave the link in the description below. And there's discounted pricing all this week. It's only 99 cents to download the Kindle, $3.99 for the paperback, Monday through Friday of this week. But also, if you take a screenshot of your purchase and throw it up on social media, and it could be Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and tag me in that you purchased the new book and you're excited, but also leave a very genuine and honest 5-star rating and review on Amazon, you'll be entered in to win some great prizes from me. It could be Beats by Dre headphones, Amazon gift cards, free coaching sessions, and access to some of my LinkedIn courses, all for just participating and supporting this book. So again, the link to purchase this book will be in the description below, and super excited for all of you to get your hands on it. Now on to today's episode, which what we're going to be talking about today are the three best ways to leverage LinkedIn in a very short amount of time. Now, I've talked about, I would say, in some way, shape, or form, all aspects of this. But it's always good to not just repeat the content, but really plug back in to what we all should be doing, because, now more than ever, people are getting sucked into these scroll holes on social media. And you're really kind of losing time. You're losing leverage in your business. And again, Nancy and I were on vacation a couple weeks ago. And when you're pulled away from social media, in the sense that when you're not on there every single day, you don't really miss it. But in the same sense, if you have structure and routine around what you're doing, you're not going to feel the need to always have to be on social media all the time. You need to be on there, be visible, be present, but at the same time, spend most of your time living and not all of your time living on social media. So there's three things in specific that we want to talk about. Now, the first thing is follow my specific methodology of what I do every single day. And I've talked about this before, and there are things that I do every single morning. So I block out time every single morning. I call it my LinkedIn time. And I do four specific things. Number one, I send out my targeted connections. You have all heard me talk about this before about the importance of building a network that reflects ideal clients and ideal power partners. The second thing you do when you are obviously connecting with the right people, the second thing I do is I message my new connections in a very genuine and authentic way. I need to network. I want to book sales calls. I want to move my business forward. And I do that by messaging people through the magic formula, stating their name in a relaxed fashion, creating a connecting point, stating the obvious connecting point between you and the other person, but also finishing with a specific call to action, jumping on a call or a Zoom. So I'm sending my connections out, I'm sending my messages out, and then I'm going to create a piece of thought-provoking and educational content. So that could be a video, that could be a poll, it could be a newsletter, an article, a regular post, and I'm always looking to leave people better. That is the idea. I don't want to just throw something up there to throw it up there. I actually want to produce content that's going to engage my audience, leave them better, but also leave them wanting more. So I've sent my connections, I've sent my messages, I've created my piece of content. The last thing I do is I will check my push notifications and engage in other people's content. So the push notifications, it's the little bell at the top of your LinkedIn page. And this is where LinkedIn notifies you of anyone that's having a birthday, a work anniversary, a promotion, a change of a job. And all you really have to do is click the congrats, the happy birthday, congrats on your work promotion, because this will re-engage conversation. And they give those to you every single day. That's why it's so important to have a thriving network, because the more connections you have, the more people you can nurture in the process. The other thing is understanding the power of connecting with other people within your network. So not just connecting with them, but choosing 2 people a day and engaging in their content. So I always look through my newsfeed for 2 of my connections that have produced some sort of piece of content that I resonate with, that's relevant to me and what I do. And I not only like or love it, I'll provide a comment in addition to what they've written to add valuable information in the comments to show them that I've taken notice of what they're doing and how much I appreciate it. So again, I block this all out in 15 or 20 minutes of my morning. I send my connections, send my messages, create my content, and then engage with my current network. So that's number 1. Number 2, plan out your content ahead of time. So when you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. You've heard this adage before. So really make sure that when you are spending the right time on LinkedIn, you're planning out what you want to do. Now, you can plan out a week at a time, 2 weeks at a time, a month at a time. But I also want to give you the structure. So now you know what it is that you want to talk about. There are 5 things that you want to do to craft a thought-provoking piece of content on LinkedIn. So now that you have the idea of what you want to post about, there's 5 things that you need to do in specific to creating an engaging piece of content for your network. The first thing is a very catchy title. So I typically write in all caps, it could be 3 ways of how to generate leads on LinkedIn. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to relate the content back to me. So you want the reader understanding that the person that is talking about this specific topic has the right to talk about it because they can relate to it themselves. So you're looking to build that relationship with those people that are reading this content. So you want to relate it back to you. 3 ways to generate leads on LinkedIn. As people spend more time on LinkedIn, they are still struggling to generate consistent leads to grow their business. I myself struggled the same way that a lot of people are right now, generating leads on social media until I really found the power of LinkedIn and how when you harness it, it can produce leads every single day. So that's relating it back to me. The third thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give some tangible tips. So the 3 ways. So here are the 3 ways of how you can generate leads on LinkedIn every single day. Number 1 is this. Number 2 is this. Number 3 is this. So I have my catchy title. I've related it back to me, and I've also stated those 3 specific things, ways, methodologies of what people can do. The fourth thing I'm going to do is I'm going to finish with a call to action. Which of the above tips mentioned helped you the most? Or which of the above tips are you going to apply right away? So if you want people to engage in your content, ask them to engage. It's that simple. And the final thing you're going to do is you're going to finish with 3 to 5 hashtags. Now, these hashtags should relate back to what you've talked about. So hashtag LinkedIn, hashtag lead generation, hashtag LinkedIn lead generation, hashtag LinkedIn tips. 3 to 5 that relate back to what you've talked about. So a catchy title, relating it back to you, give your tangible tips, finish with your call to action, and end it with your 3 to 5 hashtags. So that's number 2. The third and final thing. So the first thing is block out the time to do it. Number 2, plan your content ahead and what you want to say and how to structure it. And number 3, use a scheduling tool. Use a content scheduler. So people have heard of Hootsuite and Buffer. Nancy and I have our own. It's called BYOB Social. So you can schedule your content up to 7 different social media platforms: Facebook groups, Facebook business pages, Pinterest, Twitter, LinkedIn, LinkedIn company pages, Instagram for business, Google My Business. And soon, you're going to be able to do TikTok. It's in Q4 at some point. We're working with the developers right now to find out when. So a content scheduler is where you can sit down in one fell swoop and plan out your content a week at a time, a month at a time, even 3 months, and you can get ahead of yourself, which is what you want. You can repurpose old content and have it as new content. And the one thing that I love about our scheduler, not only because it's only $49 a month and you can schedule up to 7 different platforms, but there's actually a search engine built in where if you need some content ideas, we have over 100,000 pieces of royalty-free content that you can use. So if you want a health and wellness related post, you can type in health and wellness and it's going to give you some pre-templated royalty-free images that you can use, even with quotes. Also, there's a Canva integration. So if you want to create your own content, you want to import colors or themes or anything that's branded to you, you can use that within our platform. And again, it's so vital to have the time to work in your business or to work on your business and not in your business. Because if you're taking all that time to have to produce the content and not get ahead, it's going to pull you away from the things that you want to achieve. So when you have a scheduling tool like ours, BYOB Social, it's going to free you of so much time because your content is going out there. And full transparency, when Nancy was going through her cancer surgery last October, she was out for the whole month of October, but she pre-scheduled all of her content ahead of time, so no one noticed a difference. Her content was going out there. Our business grew. No one would even think that she wasn't on social media because when you pre-plan ahead, you can get those things scheduled. It will move the needle of your business forward. So I'll do 2 things. I'm going to leave the link to BYOB Social in the description of this episode so you can learn about it. But also, if you want to unlock a spot, I'm actually going to leave a link where you can sign yourself up for $49 and get your content scheduled. It's amazing. We have a wonderful community of nearly 150 people using this platform. And if you want to be a part of it, we would love for you to do so. But also remember, my book is available for purchase right now, the LinkedIn book for sales and marketing. The link below will take you right to Amazon where you can purchase it for the discounted price of 99 cents for the Kindle and $3.99 for the paperback. Would love your support. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please enjoy the rest of your days, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye, everyone. thank you so much again for checking out today's episode. And if you are listening through iTunes, Spotify, wherever you are, please leave me a rating and review. Let me know what you loved, what you would like to see improved, or ideas you have for future episodes. And if you are interested in taking your business to the next level, don't hesitate to go to my website, www.scottaaron.net, where you can schedule a free discovery call with me, where I can learn more about you, your business, what you're struggling with, and how we can work together. And don't forget to check out my wife, Nancy, and mine, our free community on Facebook called LinkedIn Leads for Life. We would love to see you in there. Have a great rest of your day. And thank you, everyone, for your support. Grateful for each and every one of you.